Hey guys, here is your homework to last, or your answers to last night's homework. Okay, so remember you had to do these 5 problems and finish the bottom one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through all of the graphs and just put a dot where my y-intercept is, because that is gonna be my b. Okay, so this is 0, 2, 1, 2, 0, 3. Okay, so I'm just going through and labeling the points. So if you didn't write it as a point, go ahead and pause this video and write them all as a point so you can practice. Okay, so this one should be 0, -2. This should be 0, 0, and this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 4. Okay, so all of those numbers, not the 0 part, all the right numbers are your B. Okay, then I need to find my slope. So let's see, that goes directly through, and that one goes directly through. Okay, if you didn't choose these points, if you chose the one right next to it, it does not go directly through the crossings. Okay, I know that because that one doesn't, that one definitely doesn't, and then the next one doesn't. Okay, if I do it on each side, they're equal distance apart. So let's make my triangle. Okay, so I had to go down and then over. So 1, 2, 3, 4 across, 1, 2, 3 up. So it's rise over run. So this is 3/4 for my slope, for my M. Okay, and it's going uphill, so it's positive. So this should be y equals 3/4x, and my B was 2, so plus 2. Okay, remember, I'm getting that from this right here. I'm getting that from that 0, 2. All right, next, let's see, it goes through here, goes through here. Okay, those are equal distance apart. So I had to go down and over, down 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Okay, so my slope is 3/1, and I said down. Okay, I had to go down, and this is a negative slope, so it has to have a negative. Okay, my B is 0, 3 is a 3. Okay, normally you'll write this guy, this slope, you'll see it just as a -3, not -3/1. If you wrote it as -3/1, you're not wrong. Just know we usually don't put the 1 there, so your answer you'd be looking for would just be the -3 if this was multiple choice. Okay, so y equals -3x plus 3. Okay, let's go down here. Oh, this is nice. All of these points are just 1 away. Okay, which means this slope is up 1 over 1, which we've seen this one a lot. My slope is 1. My B, we labeled is -2. Okay, so this one, you could write it as 1x minus 2, but just know you might also see it as just x minus 2. Okay, we usually don't put that 1 in front of it. Okay, but you are right because the slope is 1, so you can write it like that. I'll take either one. All right, next, let's see what the slope is. It doesn't cross there, doesn't cross, crosses. And then it doesn't cross again. That's how you know. Doesn't, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna draw my triangle on top. So I had to go up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and remember, it's always rise over run, rise over run, rise over run. And you probably think I'm a broken record, but I know some of y'all switch those by accident. Your rise is your up and down. It's like an elevator. So my slope is a 1 over a 4. And it's going upward, positive. Okay, so y equals 1 over 4x. Okay, it goes through 0, 0. You can write plus 0, but just know you will see it on a test or quiz as that if it's multiple choice. Okay, we don't write the plus 0 there, just 1/4 x. Okay, last but not least, oh, this is a nice slope. They're all going through evenly, which means my slope is a 1, but is it a positive 1 or a negative 1? It should be a negative 1 because they're down and right, down and right, down, right, down, right. Okay, and if you're a person walking on this line, remember, people walk to the right only on graphs. I'd walk it downhill. Okay, so this should be y equals negative 1x plus 4, because we labeled my b, my y-intercept is 4. Okay, you probably won't see it written like this once again because there's this 1 here. Okay, it's a 1x. Yes, it's a negative, but it's y equals negative x plus 4. Okay, they mean the same thing, but when you have a variable and it's only the letter or the number 1, we usually don't write it. Okay, and this last problem that I gave you all the hints for on yesterday's, my b is 2, my slope is a 1 over a 3. Okay, so my b is 2, my slope is my m is 1 over 3, and it's down, so don't forget your negative. So the first thing I had to do was write my equation as negative 1/3 x plus 2. This was right here. Write the equation. Okay, so find your y-intercept, find your slope, write the equation. Then I have to plug this part in. This is an x and this is a y. Okay, so my y is 76. So let's change colors. Okay, so me plugging in is going to be gray. So this is 76 equals negative 1/3 x. Remember, when there's nothing happening in between, it's multiplication. Okay, you can use it as a dot or parentheses. Usually when we're plugging a number in, you want to use parentheses. So for x, I'm using this negative 255 and then plus 2. Okay, and we're going to type this in. Okay, we're only going to type the right side in. Make sure when you type it in, you're using the negative key down here and you're not using the minus. Okay, so negative fraction bar, 1/3, arrow over, parenthesis, negative 255, parenthesis, plus 2, enter. 87. Okay, so this side equals 87, this side equals 76. Are these the same number? Is 76 and 87 the same number? No. Okay, so finally it says, is the point on the line, is the point this on the line shown below? These are not equal. This is not a true mathematical statement. Okay, not true statement. That says true. Sorry, not true statement. So, is this on the line? No. Okay, and this is why it says justify your answer algebraically. This right here, this work in gray, is your justification algebraically. Okay, that's the math to it. Okay, so no, this is not on the line. So no, negative 255.76 is not on the line shown. I'm going to say above. Okay, if you missed something, make sure you go back and watch the video again. Pause it if you need to. Bye, guys.